covering. Guti's kept his place, and they're working very well, because Guti being left-footed and Beckham being right-footed, it just gives that Madrid midfield just a nice balance.
Yeah, it does.
There is David Beckham now fully fit after his ankle injury. He got kicked against midfield. And here come Celta with Peter Luzan making a strong run forward, and here's oh goodness gracious! Well, that was an excellent chance for Edu.
Well, it was a very, very, very good chance, and he really should have scored. A player of the ability of Edu.
Ilic, brought to the club during the winter transfer window. And there is Ilic, forcing Iker Casillas to make a good save to his left.
Well, we're only 6 minutes in. Celta could have a couple already. They've had the majority of the play already. It's a remarkable start for them.
Here's Guti, Raul, Ronaldo. Seems to be recovered now, Ronaldo, but he can only hit his shot straight at Pinto. We've had 11 minutes in the Santiago Bernabéu. It's still Real Madrid 0, Celta 0, and David Beckham in the middle. Just chips that ball through. I wonder if that couldn't have gone straight through to Roberto Carlos, as it is. Here's Raul! Well, they've not done much so far, but they can just create those chances out of virtually nothing, really. He's taking his time on the corner. The ball's caught kindly, and that's 1-0. Well, that's Sasha Ilic. Ball went right across the penalty area to the Celta midfielder, and he did what he had to do, put his side ahead, and there's a few unhappy faces in that Madrid team.
There certainly are some unhappy faces in that Madrid team. Up until now, in so much as you can say anyone deserves a lead after only 17 minutes, Celta do deserve it. They've moved the ball very nicely. Madrid have had just the one chance. Celta have 2 or 3 half chances, if you like. But I'm not sure how that corner has managed to go right the way across the face.
Let's have a look at this.
That's a flick on, that's why.
Flick on there.
But Sasa Ilic shouldn't be given that much space.
The thing is, he actually has a chance to control it and hit it. Or at least take the sting out of it and hit it.
Very strong personalities in there. It's also a club that has strong personalities running right the way throughout it.
There's Raul, got up ever so well there, and actually having got there, maybe could have hit the target. Lovely work from David Beckham, drifting over to the left. One of those typical curling crosses, and there Raul got there ahead of the defence. Pinto was way off his line.
Well, that's why.
Ball still with Guti. Opens it up to Luis Figo. Chance for Figo to cross. That's a high one, and Pinto. Maybe just once again come a yard or two. Looks like it's going to be Mostovoy. Well, he got it over the wall, but he did not get it past Carlos, starting to get forward more and more as this game possesses, or progresses even. Zidane looks up, Zinedine Zidane! That's more like it from Zidane, that's more like it from Madrid, and that's a good save from Pinto.
It is a good save from Pinto.
Just gave Zidane. Velasco looks up, and that's an important header from Pavon. It's still not safe though. Jose Ignacio. Iker Casillas down. Here was Zidane just trying to produce a little bit of magic, but the Celta defence standing firm, and as the referee blows the half-time whistle, we are left with a surprising half-time score, which is Real Madrid 0, Celta 1.
It's not just they're leading, I think they're leading having really taken the game to Madrid. They've played a lot of good football, but by the same token, Madrid, without ever really finding their feet, they've created a couple of decent chances.
But nice move from Madrid. Savo Milosevic. Still Milosevic has worked the chance, and that's a great save from Casillas.
How important would that save?
Casillas' save has been his 5th of the night, as it is. So Zidane chipped that one to the far post. Pinto, Ronaldo! Well, how important was the save from Casillas? How important is that goal from Ronaldo?
It could be very, very important at all. And Ronaldo is lurking 2 or 3 yards out. There's no one anywhere near him. He's even got a little cough. He doesn't look all that well, but this is what he said, when this guy goes missing and you think he's out of a game, that's when he appears. It's his 22nd in the league. It's a fantastic record.
Unbelievable, bearing in mind we're still in February.
He's got 12 weeks left.
So that's Beckham, who does fantastically well at the far post as well to knock that header back across goal. Pinto gets down quite well, but a well-worked move. Lovely chip from Zidane. Figo, lovely chip for Luis Figo. Cáceres.
Suddenly there's fluidity.
David Beckham again. How did he work the space for that? Raul! Well, out of nowhere, perhaps it's a bit unfair to say second gear. Curled in there. Punched away by Pinto.
Very good punch.
In that case, we'll let him off for not catching it. Roberto Carlos, neat pass. Figo looks up, Luis Figo, and there's Zidane! Zinedine Zidane has turned things around, and on 63 minutes, Real Madrid are in front.
Fantastic cross from Luis Figo. Zidane's all alone, but it's a beautifully placed header because he's got a lot of time. What he hasn't got is a particularly great angle on the ball. Places it really nicely and gets a nice kiss on the head from David Beckham. 4th goal of the season in La Primera Liga for Zidane, and I'll tell you what, you look at that, and Zidane's in a great position. I wonder about Ivan Elguera's position in the middle, though. Still, that doesn't take anything away from what is a brilliant, it's a fantastic cross.
Brilliant finish from Zinedine Zidane.
Elguera's backing towards the ball, doesn't get there, and I just wonder if he might block the defender behind.
This game could go away from them big style. Wagner, could this be it? Pulls it back. Oh my word!
Lovely move.
That was not.
Trailing for a long, long part of this game, but you just fancy them to get another one now.
All of a sudden, the hunt is on as Madrid search for goals. Luis Figo.
Well, when I said I fancy them to get another one now, I didn't mean right now, but that's the way it's turned out.
That is brilliant from Luis Figo. He had hardly any angle.
Great finish, wasn't it?
And Edu is just shaking his head, and I'm not surprised. Madrid, in just 19 minutes, have completely turned this game around.
Yeah, they've turned it totally on its head. It's a great finish from Figo, as you say, mainly because he didn't have much angle. But how Wagner must feel, because he's made a lot of that. It's a great ball from Beckham. But the
great control, great control from Figo.
Yeah.
It's a little bit wide, but it's just where the keeper can't get his hands to it. It's too wide for him to stop it with his foot. It's just very hard for a keeper to get their hands right down there.
Too close to his body, isn't it?
Yeah.
To reach right down.
It's that almost that nightmare positioning, just too far for your leg and too close for your hands. And where from nowhere, Madrid are back in front, not just in front, but with a 2-goal.
Drifting towards the bottom of the table.
Yeah, we talk about the strikers at Madrid, and speaking of strikers, here's Ronaldo. Can he make it fall into the side netting? And that was so close.
Well, he so nearly did, yeah.
We're talking about strikers, but how much did Madrid also owe to Iker Casillas, who pulled off 2 Ronaldo being given a break for Santiago Solari. Silvinho curls a decent cross in, but Iker Casillas allows himself a slightly wry smile. And Silvinho caught napping again. That's what happened in the first goal, that they turned their back on it and allowed Madrid to take a quick corner, a short corner, and they nearly paid for it again. Zinedine Zidane just has you get the feeling he's still fighting his way back to full fitness after that ankle injury. Carlos and Zidane. Chance for Guti on his right foot. Pinto gets down well.
Well, I think you said it, on his right foot.
And Berito sticking out a vital leg. Gustavo Lopez. Savo Milosevic has worked himself a bit of space. Milosevic! Well, this time he has finished, Savo Milosevic. You get the feeling it's only going to be a consolation goal, but it's going to give a couple of nervous minutes in injury time, perhaps. Savo Milosevic. What might have happened if he'd have been a bit more effective earlier on?
Well, that's the hardest of the 3 chances. And it's the one he's taken with the most core. It's a really neat turn. That is an excellent little turn. Just fainted to get away from.
And he just dummies there, doesn't he? To
great finish.
Casillas.
Really cool head, great finish. And actually, as I was saying earlier, you know, maybe the misses will play havoc with his confidence. But in fact, cool head. It's like giving Madrid the chance to kill the game off.
Quick throw taken. Well, a long throw taken by Roberto Carlos. He's found Figo. Got the ball back from Solari, Luis Figo. Zidane! Oh! Well, that would break your heart if you were a Celta player, wouldn't it?
Well, that's Real Madrid all over. They give Celta a glimpse of hope and then snatch it away again with has to be said, a really superb little bit of skill from Solari that set that goal up out of nothing. Figo then pulled it back. Zidane finished, but it's Solari's skill that makes it all happen. And as you say, Savo Milosevic must be thinking, well, I finally get one in. And then that French bloke goes up the other end and scores again.
Let's have a look at this from Solari. Oh, a lovely little back heel. And there Figo.
Great pullback as well.
Great pullback. And Zidane, that's the outside of his foot, and that's just gone low and hard. And that
That's how much spin there was in it. What a way to finish the game.
And Undiano Mayenko blows the final whistle, puts Celta out of their misery and confirms what has been a brilliant victory for Real Madrid, especially in the second half. They were losing 1-0.